What up, guys? I'm Ben.
I'm Tommy.
And we've been talking games.
And I am pumped.
Yeah.
I'm like super jazzed for this.
You've been bugging me about this for a while.
I know. I've been waiting for this. I don't know why I'm super excited. I like talking about games. So today, we're going to be talking about our top 10 games, top 10 anticipated games
for 2018.
For 2018. For 2020.
No.
For 2025. We know that kind of information.
They're all games we're designing. Ready?
Exactly.
Set, go. No,
it's a variation on tic-tac-toe.
Games, right? No
except
expansions?
You use goldfish.
Tell me you didn't do expansions.
No expansions.
Okay.
Or
Expand-alones?
Reprints, kind of.
Okay. Mine is expansion free.
Mine is also expansion free. There are going to be some on here that are...
that are what?
Questionable for 2018. We'll let you be the judge.
Yes.
What is this?
This is my iPad. If you watched our top 10 games of 2017, I
put
used
you to shame.
pieces of paper. But I have since decided that I live in the 21st century.
I'm going to get rid of my keyboard here for a second. Just to give me a little bit more.
All right. Well, 2018.
Who should start?
At first, I was surprised. I was like, BGG releases in 2018. There are a ton of games listed.
I think there were like 9 pages or something.
Yeah, of games that are just anticipated.
I'm gonna be honest. I played the judge card here quite a bit. I went through and I did not click on every single game because ridiculous. I looked a lot at box covers. If something looked interesting or had high ratings for maybe playtesting or something like that, I generally looked into it. I also tried to do a little bit of research into specific companies that I tend to enjoy their games, and I specifically looked for games from them.
Makes sense.
So
a lot of mine I knew going into
Me
this,
too.
What I was looking for. So a lot of these were kickstarted games.
I would say about half of these are probably stuff I knew about.
So a lot of these, if you want to find out the most information about them, I recommend going to the Kickstarter page, because that's
once they come up.
Well, a lot of mine have already been Kickstarted. They're released next year.
Spoilers! Don't let me see.
Don't look.
You got it. Like, how am I not supposed to look? Look, there we go.
Okay, let's start off number 10.
Who starts?
You do.
I start.
You do.
Number 10. I was pretty surprised to see how this, and this is probably lowest on my list because I feel like it's not going to be that different from the original game that this is based off of, and this is Oceans, an evolution game.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Did you see that? I don't know.
No, yeah, I remember reading about it.
Yeah, so again, I don't know how much different it's going to be from the original game, like what kind of gameplay, and people had asked, like, why not just make this an expansion? And he said, well, because there's different mechanics.
Do you know what mechanic is different in it?
No, not really.
What I read is bluffing.
Really?
There's a big bluffing element, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so how that plays into the whole...
I like it. I love Evolution, one of my favorite games. So I'm excited for...
Not possibilities for underwater. There's some cool fish powers that they've got going on.
We'll see how it goes.
That's called just Oceans?
Oceans, an evolution game.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. My number 10 is by designer.
Ooh.
This is really gonna...
You're going old school. You're doing what I did last time, huh?
Yes. Designer Craig Van Ness.
Oh, you're such a cheater. That's actually a really good idea. Smart? I'm going to do that next time.
I screenshotted all the BGG pages.
You can't see, but it's impressive.
It is.
Yeah,
Craig Van Ness. Ring a bell?
Yeah, absolutely. I have 10 of his games.
It didn't until I saw the Kickstarter campaign.
And?
Shoot, what's that? Oh. Heroscape.
Okay. I mean, I'm not...
You're not... The notorious,
I've never played, but I've heard that it's...
Heroscape that is a collectible among all get out.
Yeah.
Shifting Realms is kind of his... He did Queen's Gambit as well. So he's done a couple of those mass market games for like
that really successful. Yeah. Holy cow.
But this is going to be like his first Euro game. Essentially, it's got a modular board, and there's like these different races, and it's
my top 10. My 10 is just changed. I no longer care for Oceans.
Shifting Realms. Shifted into your top 10. But it's got
cool.
a modular grid board and you're moving around. It's not necessarily a 4X game, but you've got technologies and stuff that you can upgrade your
Does it use like similar, like is it going to be like three-dimensional?
No, it's like Euro board.
Well, I mean, because Queen's Gambit was a very...
Yeah, no, it's looks like a typical Euro game. You would never guess looking at it that came from this pedigree.
I put a lot of work into the last top 10 list we did. You're going to be very disappointed in the amount of information that I don't have here.
Well, if only you took snapshots of the BGG.
I know, I'm a little sad now.
So number 10 for me was Shifting Realms.
Awesome. Well, you got me pumped. That's awesome. Okay.
Number 9?
Number 9. Back to me. Are we doing normal top 10
I think that
status?
was confusing last time, wasn't it?
Okay, well, nobody said anything, so...
It didn't. So if you have a preference, let us know after this video.
Yeah, for sure. Number 9. Yeah, this is especially stuck on here after playing this, but Founders of Gloomhaven. He did a really good job. I don't know if he put as much work into Founders of Gloomhaven
as interesting to see, yeah.
So I'm curious. That's why it's kind of low, but you backed it, and I can't wait for it to get here. Play some Founders of Gloomhaven from the creators of Gloomhaven. Creator.
The Euro game.
Isaac Childers.
Yes.
Genius.
Number 9 for me is another one that was on Kickstarter that tempted me, and that is Detective City of Angels.
Really?
Think about that?
Yeah, I think so. That's who did that?
Publisher Van Ryder Games.
Oh no, this was just barely on Kickstarter. Huh?
Yeah, just not too long ago. But essentially, it feels like it's going to be Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective. Replayable, but like with the possibility for a traitor or some sort of like mastermind, like giving you the clues, leading you astray type things. So it's like
I literally saw this on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Did almost no research.
Yeah, no, me too. It's not really my type of game, but I think it could be super successful with the craze that is these storytelling games, you know, consumable stuff. But the fact that there's like a trader type aspect and you're cooperatively with like cards, and I think it'd be a good take on the genre.
Interesting.
But, yeah. Detective City of Angels.
Good choice. Question mark? We'll see.
We will see.
All right, my number 8 is probably no surprise here, Zombicide Greenhorn. I like Zombicide Black Plague. I'm
a Simon fanboy.
I am a Simon fanboy. That's not true. I don't love all of their stuff. I like a lot of their big box games.
Yeah.
There are certain games that I have played that did not show up in my top 10 games of 2018 that did not enjoy as much as I was hoping to from Simon. But Godfather.
Oh,
yeah. And we just lost like half of the people watching this just left.
Godfather faithful people.
There are a lot out there. It's
they love it. That's
for real. But yeah, I do like Simon games, especially their big box stuff, and I'm excited to see.
They've proven that Zombicide is something that they have got under control.
Such a good game. I'm excited to see how the different mechanics of, like, there's this one that you blow up. Like, you kill it, and it blows up, and it shoots, like, spikes everywhere.
Oh, that's not frightening.
No, but I really like Black Plague, and I'm excited.
If the improvement from regular Zombicide to Zombicide Black Plague is there as improvement from Black Plague to this, man, it's going to be...
Yeah, except I haven't played Zombicide
Black Plague.
Original,
yeah. One I've read. I haven't either.
Right, me too.
Cool.
Yeah.
My number 8, also a Kickstarter that I was tempted to back. It's called Alone. Did you see this one?
Yes. Do you have the box there?
It is a reverse, like
you can just
all verse 1. These aren't in order.
No.
It's that right there. All verse 1. Yeah, so instead of having like 4 guys playing cooperatively against the bad guy, you have one guy who's the good guy playing against like up to 4 bad guys. But you have like these tiles that are like the halls of the spaceship.
It's still a 1 versus all.
It is, but it's like in reverse.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter which way you put it.
No. The way that it makes it interesting is the 4 people are like the dungeon master. They're controlling like the tiles and the monsters and stuff, and you have one lone hero who's the good guy. That's moving around. Instead of the reverse, where normally it's like 4 heroes against the dungeon master.
I get it. I'd have to see it.
So I don't know how well it's going to play with 4 people playing like a dungeon master, but the way the tiles are revealed, but as you move off them, they disappear. And so the map is like only present within 1 or 2 tiles of where you are. So there's like a memory element of where you've been.
It's kind of got that
how
like
to get out and how to get in.
I don't know if you've ever played any games. I'm thinking specifically of Diablo. I seem to bring this up quite a bit.
Love Diablo.
Light radius.
Oh,
it's like
that sort of thing.
The amount of space you can see around you.
Exactly. It's that, but in board game form. So I think that's kind of cool. But,
yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
Alone.
Have to wait to see. My number 7, and I don't know if you saw this on there, but if you did, you probably could have guessed that it was going to be on there. This is a Vital Lacerda game.
Oh, yeah.
It is a reprint. However, CO2 is a game where you're working together to win.
It's semi-cooperative, right? That's how I understood it.
No. It's fully competitive. But if at any point this thing like reaches a certain point, you all lose.
So it's semi-cooperative.
Yes.
You have to work together in a sense, not
I suppose. I feel like semi-cooperative is like, I guess, yeah. But Second Chance, CO2 Second Chance, which is basically a reprint with some redone art, has a fully cooperative mode.
Oh.
Which I'm not a huge co-op fan, but I felt it warrants me putting it on the list.
Yeah.
It's a new game.
See, I saw it, and I was like, reprint, but I didn't know it had a co-op mode.
But I'm excited to actually play CO2 to see. And I think it's going to be kickstarted, which I'll probably throw my money at.
Kickstarter.
Yep.
My number 7 is one that I will allow someone more enthusiastic about it to explain, but it's Victorian Masterminds by Simon.
There we go.
So I'll leave the details up to him, but...
I actually am not that excited for this game.
No, you're not. Oh, interesting. But it's got a good pedigree. It's coming from Eric Lang and... is it?
Antoine Bauza.
Antoine Bauza, I was going to say. Bruno Cathala, Antoine
Not
Bauza.
that I know.
Not that you would know. It was a lucky guess.
Yeah.
But Simon, those names, it's going to be adequate at best. At
worst.
At worst.
It'll be
okay at its best. No, at its worst, it'll be a great game.
All right, number 6, right? We're moving straight on.
Moving straight on. Keep it rolling.
Okay. This is probably the game that I am most excited about, but know least about.
So that's why it's not.
Not like I'm not most excited for this game, but it is the game that I am excited most for that I know least of. If that makes any sense, like the disparity
the more
between
you say it, the less sense
the
it
disparity
makes.
Between how much I am excited for the game and how much I know about the game is huge, and that's Brazil. This game has been apparently like in the works since like 2011 or 12 or something like that. Yeah, I don't think I'm pretty sure that the designers are brand new. It's a Civ/city building game.
Is it set in Brazil?
It's a worker placement game, and it's got a modular board set up, which are all things that I really enjoy.
The designer?
I don't know. Go on there and you'll find out.
Go on there and you'll find out.
Just watch the video. I'm sure we'll flash it up. But I'm excited for it. I read a bit about it. I don't remember too much about it, but I'm super excited for it.
Cool.
Brazil, my number 6.
My number 6 is by a designer that is risen in his fame.
Recently?
Let's see if you know him. John D. Clare. Ring a bell?
Sounds like a donut.
John DeClaire. Delicious. Now, John DeClaire is becoming notoriously famous for his card crafting system.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And I guess, don't quote me on this, but Edge of Darkness was the game that he started designing with this system.
Really?
Yeah, and then AEG wanted to put out some stuff first to kind of, test the water.
Right.
Yeah. And that was Mystic Vale and Custom Heroes.
Custom Heroes, which I heard Custom Heroes was better than Mystic Vale.
Yeah.
But also don't.
But this is supposed to be what the system was intended for.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's got that card crafting, which I haven't played Mystic Veil because I heard it's not at its
Basically,
best.
it sucks. Apparently.
Basically, we have no authority to say that.
We do. We're professional board gamers.
But if this can take that simple game and make it into something bigger and better, that's something that piques my interest.
Cool.
Edge of Darkness.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Back to
All
you,
right,
man.
my number 5. This would be higher, but recent posts are kind of pulling me down, and I hate it about it.
Don't read those posts.
That was a clue as to my next hate. Is my number 5. I want to learn more about the game, but almost the more I read about it, the less I am interested in it. I'm also thrown, and I knew this going into it, but the art is a little too much for me. So we'll see what happens when they actually start the campaign in 18 days and 22 hours.
No, I'm skeptical. I don't know.
Just kidding. I don't know how many days it is, but I want this to be good because you got Blood Rage, you got Rising Sun, which I have not played yet, and you've got, this is supposed to be, I think, the trilogy, the third one in the trilogy or something, but it's a 2-player game from what I've heard. So I'm this is like slowly moving down my list.
I feel like it's gonna have this very split crowd.
More than any of the other ones.
People are gonna love it and adore it, like
think
Kingdom
so?
Death Monster, and then you're gonna have the people who just
see if the art isn't too bad, I'll be okay. But if it's like Kingdom Death Monster status, I might.
Sorry, Simon.
Yeah, you don't get my money.
My number 5 is one that I am eagerly awaiting. It was supposed to be delivered 2 months ago.
Does that
Baby?
mean that it's not a 2018 game?
No, it is, because it hasn't been released yet.
Oh, okay.
It is delayed in its Kickstarter. And that is Quad Heroes.
Oh,
this
okay.
is a self-published game.
I don't know if this came up on my search.
It may not have. I think it's... maybe yes. I don't remember. But I knew this one because I've Kickstarted it, so I'm waiting for it. But essentially you have these little quad heroes that are like
they're
cubes.
They're like dice.
But each face of it, or side of it, gives it a special ability. And so as you turn them like they roll, like one space at a time on this board, as you move them, it's going to unlock these different abilities and actions that you can take.
Yeah.
So it's very puzzly, but it's scenario based.
Right.
So there's like scenarios where you're trying to get all the way across.
There's
capture the flag.
right?
There's co-op scenarios. There's
also
like
versus,
an all versus one.
Like a Mario Party or something, or Mario Kart or
type
whatever.
scenario. Yeah. So it's really cool what he's set up with this system, and I'm really eager because it sounds like something that's entry level, where it's like, here's the board, here's your objective, but then the puzzle of moving your piece efficiently. And there's like holes you can fall off and ice you can slide on.
Portals and stuff.
Yeah, portals you're jumping back and
forth.
forth.
I debated backing this, and I was glad when you finally decided to, because I was like, I don't have to. But I still I'm skeptical about this.
This is my, hopefully, most of my backs on Kickstarter are the big Euro heavy games. This is hopefully one that I would be a little bit more accessible as a gateway game to friends.
Interesting.
And stuff.
Okay.
Quad Heroes.
All right, my number 4, technically also a reprint. It is a reprint, but they're also doing a re-implementation alongside with it, and that is Brass by Martin Wallace. They did Lancashire and Birmingham. Or Birmingham, I don't know. I always thought it was Birmingham, but apparently I watched a video and...
Birmingham.
Birmingham, is that? Yeah. Okay, whatever. Lancashire and Birmingham.
Bring on the comments.
I honestly, out of all of my list, this one I probably have the least.
Your list is weird.
No,
man.
it is. I'm. This is based off like excitement, right? Obviously, like there's no. I can't rate this off of how much I enjoy the game. So I'm really excited for this game, but after playing Via Nebula. And it's Martin Wallace, and this is going to be the first Martin Wallace game that I'm really getting into. So I'm not skeptical, but I'm anxious about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's my brass.
Brass.
I mean my 4. My brass is 4.
Yes. My root is for Root. That's
really?
The game, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Designer Patrick
Did you
Ledger,
back this?
I was so tempted.
Me too.
But I just didn't have the cash at the time. But it's the designer of Vast, but it sounds like it's the Euro version of Vast.
It looks better too.
It looks better.
And it's supposed to be better.
Yeah. One of my new recent discoveries and favorite games is Twilight Struggle, as you can see there, which has this, it's a war game with the card-driven mechanism as you're activating in different...
It's a Cold War game.
Yeah, but it's a whole genre of games. Right. Like there's the Coin series is another one that I'm tempted to try.
Coin series.
It's a series of games by GMT, but it's the card-driven war games. And this kind of sounds like a lighter version of that. Where
you got the different cards that like you can play it, but that person will then benefit from it.
Yeah. And it's a shared deck. Like it's not everyone has their own. Like you have one deck that's only so many cards, and so you know what cards are coming throughout the game. And then each faction plays differently.
This looked really interesting.
Yeah, it does. And so I'm kicking myself for not kickstarting it, but
I'm changing my list. We're gonna stop the video here.
With his success with
I don't know.
Vast.
The problem with this one was Vast for me.
Well, the issue with Vast is it was too Amerithrashy, too random.
Well, it depended on who you were playing.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just even then, like, it is. It's not a Euro game. And this seems like it's got the Euro mechanics, which I enjoy more than rolling dice and
you and me both.
Flipping tiles. So, Root.
Good choice.
Thank you.
All right, my number 3. These top 3 for me are like, whew. And this one I'm getting more and more and more jazzed for. This is another Martin Wallace game. Okay. This is a game that takes place in like a alternate universe 20th century era. And the old ones have control over the world, and we have just recently like taken back the world.
Cthulhu Wars,
and
Part 2.
We're going towards, like, we're exploring new areas because they were apparently stopping. I don't know exactly the backstory.
What is it? Kill me.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to say this right. It's Australia. Australia? A-U-Z, capital Z, Tralia. Australia. Route building, drafting, time track. I am so stoked for this game. And these top 3 games are games that I am like constantly on the BGG page looking at threads, seeing what people have been posting and just following. And this is...
interesting. I haven't heard much about that one.
Oh man, I'm so stoked for it. I think this one is starting its backing in February maybe. I don't remember. The first quarter of 2018, I'm going to be broke. That's all I'm saying.
Start saving those pennies.
That's right. Australia. Oh man, so stoked for this.
That sounds good, man.
It's like this Euro game with Cthulhu, which I'm not. I will be the first to say that I'm not like, yeah, Cthulhu, let's go try that game.
No, but it's fun to see Cthulhu done
differently.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm super stoked for this.
Pure Amerithrash.
The cover too looks great. I'm so excited.
Watch something else as we pause and let me look up this game that sounds
They won't see that pause. You understand that, right?
Editing, man.
The joys of magic.
All right, we're back after I looked at.
You didn't.
My number 3 is mentioned previously and it is a Founders of Gloomhaven.
Yeah,
I'm falling in love with the Gloomhaven world. What Isaac Childers was able to do as far as creating these races and the history, and this is supposed to be what created the city that is Gloomhaven, and we're just having fun discovering that right now in our campaign.
This is tile placement, right?
There's a light tile placement. It's mostly like pick up and deliver and route building with tile placement. But there's like 9 different types of resources, and you have to have certain pairs of resources before you can unlock other pairs.
What the heck?
Yeah, and the different buildings provide these, and you have to connect the buildings to get the ones that you need to give you the new ones. And
Isaac Childers is
and the card play looks really
genius.
Good. Yeah,
we'll see how it works. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, it's starting production here soon, so I should have my Kickstarter copy before too long.
Really?
Yeah.
When is it supposed to? When's it expected?
It used to be January, and he's hoping to have it done before
my birthday,
Chinese New Year. So it should miss that. So he's probably gonna have it done in the beginning of February and have it shipped.
Maybe bring it to my birthday party.
March.
You're all invited.
But yeah, Founders Gloomhaven.
Cool.
Super pumped.
Also a good choice. I put it on my list.
You did also put it on your
Validates
list.
it.
That completely validates.
All right, number 2. You know what these next 2 are. I don't even need to look at this.
I do. This is the order that.
You know what the order is.
I don't know.
You know what the order is.
I'm betting what.
Number 2, CMON game. Does that narrow it down?
No.
Used to be Space Cowboys.
Yes, that's what I thought the order was.
Man, I'm skeptical. Because CMON, when it comes to not big box games, they tend to go a little, I don't know if ostentatious is the right word with their art.
I don't know what ostentatious means.
You've seen the old copy of Council of 4, right?
Yeah, I've seen the old copy of Queen's Necklace too,
and the new copy of Council of 4 and Queen's Necklace. It's pretty.
That's Austin.
I don't know if that's the right usage of the word,
used.
but I think I'm using that right. This is not a English lesson, but no. I think that the art is. It's almost too much. We'll see. I've been so jazzed for Victorian Mastermind.
Is this not a big box game?
It's not like one of their Kickstarter ones. I mean, I guess that when I say big box, I'm thinking like Zombicide, Rising Sun, Blood Rage.
Is it gonna be like a $60 retail, or looking like more $40, like Ethno size?
See, and that's another thing, because if it was Space Cowboys, I think the MSRP would be a little lower.
For sure.
And now CMON's taken it, and well, it was still going to be high quality components.
But then they're going to add.
Because you look at Space Cowboys, look at. No, I don't think this warrants too many.
I don't think a lot of CMON games warrant minis.
What other CMON games?
I don't know. All their stuff's overproduced. We'll talk about this in another video. Why CMON overproduces
We'll rip on CMON
games.
Apparently. And this is how we didn't get free games from CMON when we started out.
That's not the reason we didn't get free games from CMON.
No, but I'm super excited. Eric Lang, Antoine Bauza, 2 of my favorite designers.
Good team.
Plus CMON, which, despite the fact that I still wish it was coming from Space Cowboys, I think this is going to be a really great game. Cannot wait. I hope it comes out before my birthday.
It's not looking good.
It was scheduled for February. CMON just announced this like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it's in like final production or whatever. They also posted a box cover from CMON. Mm-hmm. So I think that we're done. We'll see.
Time will tell.
Only time will tell.
My number 2 is CMON.
Yeah.
Rising Sun.
Yes.
Super pumped. Blood Rage was great at first. I'm cooling on it. And I think I'll like what this has to offer more.
Do you like negotiation?
I do. Maybe not
by the way, my number 2 is Victorian Masterminds. I don't know if I actually said the name of the game.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
You probably picked up on it. Victorian Masterminds, my number 2. Your number 2, Rising Sun.
Rising Sun, yeah. From the people who've gotten copies previously, it sounds like it's really good. It looks really good. I like the concept of it.
I think this is going to be another love-hate.
You think?
I do. I think it's going to be much like Hate, but less so. I think you're going to have less of that skew toward the hate side. More people who are indifferent about it.
I hope not. I think it'll appeal to the same crowd like Blood Rage, and Blood Rage is pretty adored.
It's got that negotiation, and that negotiation is going to throw a lot of people.
It's true.
It's also got a lot more Euro mechanics, I think, like action selection, and the combat is way more Euro-y than Blood Rage. So
I'm interested.
We'll see.
I'm excited. Looking forward to my play of Rising Sun.
Yeah, hopefully somebody gets it.
Hopefully somebody gets it. Anyways, what's your number 1?
My number 1. Should we like rock, paper, scissors to see who should go first?
Sure.
Best out of 10?
Roll a giant 20-sided die, but we don't have those.
21! Okay, best out of 3 or?
No, let's not make them endure that.
Wait, what are we doing?
Okay, well, you just won.
No, you go first. I won, I get to choose. You go first.
That's no fun.
Because we all know what mine's going to be.
My number 1 is by a company that has done me no wrong. I love both of their games, and I'm even more excited for the third than I was for either of the first two. Is Minecraft Games Cerebria, The Inside World.
I should have guessed this.
You should have.
I still couldn't.
I could not resist on the Kickstarter. I kickstarted Anachrony, and the Kickstarter was so professional, man. They had updates. When they said they were going to have updates, they were always positive, they were informative, they were very professional. They delivered on time. Like
you didn't back
it was
Karen,
my first. No, I got that as an add-on.
Right.
And they shipped that out before. Like that was super cool. It's like, hey, while you wait for Anachrony, we'll go ahead and we'll ship out.
Why not? They have it public printed.
Yeah, but it would have saved them shipping costs and stuff to have waited and shipped it out with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, super cool. But the variability in their games, man, the different expansion modules that you can add on are so cool.
Modules killing.
And they love to make the different players asymmetrical. But Cerebria is an area control team game. So you play as 2 teams, but in this Kickstarter, like a third. But you're controlling Cerebria, this mind, and you're like these negative emotions of like malice and hate, and then you have love and empathy, and you're trying to control with these cards, and there's different areas on the board that you're affecting, and you're building this tower that is the identity of Cerebria, and it is just so cool. And the
How pumped are you for this?
Super pumped, man. Area control and hand management
my number 1.
are my 2 favorite mechanics, and this is that, but with this team aspect that just sounds amazing. And like, don't mind my ranting for a minute, but I just got an update from them, and they redid the entire player board. They threw out a whole mechanic that they originally put in the game, because after all their play testing, they feel like it's going to be better this way. And I agree, because a lot of the reviews beforehand was it was too heavy. It was too heavy. It was more than it needed to be. And so they took that into consideration, and they cut out some unnecessary stuff. And it sounds like it's going to be even better. And the fact that they're willing to do that, like they got their money, like they could just produce the game. Like they had people back it. That's not enough for them. They feel that they want to give the best product, and they're taking these additional steps, and they're still on track to deliver on time. Like it's awesome. Minecraft, super cool. But Cerebria, The Inside World.
I'm still not on board with this. I'm
too bad. You're gonna play it. You know you're gonna play it.
Oh, I'm for sure gonna play it, but the whole team versus team thing. I don't know if I've even played a game that's like that yet.
I know.
There are games out there that are like that.
Team versus team. You could have a 3-team game.
We'll see. We'll see how this. Cool. We'll see how this goes.
And the third team is neutral. It is trying to balance out the other 2.
Interesting.
Isn't that cool? Sorry,
I mean,
I'm done.
I'm excited for you to get this, and I'm excited to play it. But
July.
My number 1. Everybody knows what it is probably at this point. It's Rising Sun. I am so excited for this game. So excited. I love Blood Rage. And this has so many more mechanics that I am excited for. So many more. Action selection. The combat in this game looks to be like my favorite combat. Cry Havoc was really cool, and probably my favorite combat system to date that I've played.
Yeah.
Although I really did, ironically, like Massive Darkness. I know it's just rolling dice, but it works, and I like it. I love
Simple,
it. Yeah. But this is so cool with the player screens, and you're assigning coins, and the fact that highest honor breaks ties, and there are so many games where it's like, oh, we're tied. Who breaks ties? Oh, it's highest honor. There's a tie for the highest honor. We're tied at the end of the game. Highest honor. It's like
highest honors.
I just feel like so much of this game is so well thought out, and I am so excited for it.
It's been in the works for a long time, hasn't it?
I think so, yeah. But it's got I went all out with it. Well, not all out. I didn't get the neoprene mat, which I kind of wish I did, and I did not get the coins, which I kind of wish I did.
Kickstarting cool when you're not games is very risky to your bank account.
It's expensive. It is expensive, but holy cow, am I so excited. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. It's supposed to be arriving in the States soon on the ship.
We have for your birthday?
I'm hoping. But we'll see. I cannot wait for this game. And they also had... I actually just found this out because this was not something I knew. One of the clans, the Moon Clan, was... initially it was 2 strength for each of their figures, regardless of what their strength would usually be, which is usually they're 1, and then you have some that give you more. But this is 2, and they just recently changed it. We'll see how I like it. Apparently it was not balanced and they were too weak. But now it's a minimum of 2 with a max of X things per area or whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, oh man, I cannot wait. The variability between the clans, you got to rant, I get to rant.
Yeah, I know, rant away.
The variability between the clans, the combat system I'm super excited for. There is a clan. It's the Kickstarter exclusive
Keep
clan.
in mind we have viewers who don't have all the time in the world, so...
What the heck? You just took like 5 minutes to explain Cerebro. No way. Yes. We're timing this.
We will.
There is the Fox clan, I believe. It's the Kickstarter exclusive clan. It can go to a battle that it's not part of. It's like, I'm not in a battle. I'm in this battle. Like, they weren't expecting to get, like, they maybe were thinking that they were going to win it. Now they're in it, and they can either win it or lose it and get a bunch of money. Ah, my gosh, I'm so excited. Rising Sun. Cannot wait. But that's it.
We have to wait. We have to wait. All these
I don't
games.
want to. You know what? I think most of mine are coming out in, like, first quarter. Because I think there's probably going to be a lot more that are going to be announced in 2018 that we don't know about yet. Honestly, if we were doing expansions, Armada for 7 Wonders, which is hopefully... Please, Antoine, I know you have other things. If you're watching.
Another one is Century Spice Road, the new one.
Yeah.
That's one that I'm interested in.
I'm also excited for that, but I didn't see it up there. And
anyways, let me just say that the games that are released at Essen and don't make it to the States until the following year drive me nuts. So let's cross our fingers and hope that all of these
are not Essen releases.
Because we won't see them till a year from more than a year from now. So,
dang it.
On a depressing note, we end this video.
Wow. I'm gonna go.
Anyways, we have been talking games. Subscribe if you like our videos.
Please.
We subscribe. Like talking about games.
We do love talking about games. Comment. Tell us what your most anticipated games are.
Yes, please. We are always eager to
Or tell us that we're stupid and we missed one. And that game isn't coming out in 2018. I don't care.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't want those
Thumbs up. Go follow us on our social media.
But anyways, thanks for watching.
Thank you so much.
Happy
See you guys.
2018.
Happy New Year. See you guys.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya. Bye, guys.